Washington and Johnson County, and you have a special guest with you today.
I do, yes. We have Matt Getz here from the Iowa Heartlanders, who is on our board at United Way and also our campaign co-chair this year.
Oh, cool.
Look at you, Mr. Busy, doing lots of stuff guy.
We're just trying to help out good people who are doing good things.
Boy, and I think people are really getting geared up for the Heartlanders opener. And hey, happy October, everybody!
That's right. It's opening month.
We are here. It's October now, just a few weeks away.
Yeah, get out of here, baseball. We're done with you.
Yes. Well, he's a Cubs fan. Don't say that.
Yeah, watch it.
Slow learner over here.
We can do both. So what's happening with the United Way and the Heartlanders this month?
Well, we're kicking off our campaign. We had our official campaign kickoff just last week, and it was at Extreme Arena with Matt and some other supporters from the Heartlanders. It was a really great event. We had a couple of our partners speak and just talk about, what is it that we're seeing in our community right now, and why is it so important, more than ever, really, that we have this local support. As some of the other safety nets and funding streams are going away, why do we need to really unite and come together as a community? And that's the theme for our campaign this year. United is the way. And Matt's done a fabulous job so far, and I want to let him talk a little bit about our campaign too.
Well, thank you. It feels really weird to say United is the way without looking directly at the campaign co-chair, Jackie Kleppe. We've got this nice little synchronicity that we can say it in unison, which is pretty nice. It makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something every time I say it. But yeah, as Emily said, there's I don't want to say it's unprecedented, but obviously there's been a lot of funding cuts over the last several months that have happened across the country and across the state, and a lot of the support that people in our community need come from organizations where that funding is necessary. And so to help us fill in the gaps for the people in our community that have those needs, we really have to get more private support, more personal support, more corporate giving, to be able to make up some of that difference that we used to get in some government funding.
Yeah, I was just reading an article earlier this week about nonprofits like the United Way and all the other ones that are saying, we'll get philanthropy from the private sector, but it's going to be a stretch to get up to the federal level. That the amount that's been cut.
Oh yeah, I mean that's not even a realistic aspiration, right? The billions and millions of dollars that are at stake, but really, in addition to just the funding, there's so much division right now, and so part of our message too is just coming together and figure out where do we align? What are sort of those baseline goals that we can, as a community, all agree on, and come together, work together to solve those problems. One example, we had Nikki Ross from Table to Table speak at our campaign kickoff, and she shared that just as of a day or two before the kickoff, the federal food insecurity data would no longer be collected. That's something that's been collected and shared and used by hunger relief organizations for decades, and that's coming to an end. Table to Table, Coralville Pantry, North Liberty, and other food access organizations here have recently started a coalition called the Food Access Network, and they've been collecting that data locally. And so that's a prime example of how we locally can come together, work together to fill those gaps, and hopefully, at some point in time, we'll have some of those resources again. But right now, we're really focusing on local support and local collaboration. And actually, Matt told a really fantastic. You should tell your bowling story, Matt.
Oh,
this was.
I'd like to hear it.
Yeah. So I'm not a good bowler.
No.
Yeah, I know. Of all the things you would think I wouldn't be able to do, bowling is probably low on the list.
I'm terrible at it too. It's okay.
But when asked, sort of what's my United Way why, like what draws me to this work, and I grew up in Keokuk, a small town in the far corner of southeast Iowa, and I went to a Catholic high school, and we had 100 kids in 7th through 12th grade. So I graduated in the big class with 18. My brother graduated with 13, which it's good for the women in the class because everybody gets to be the homecoming attendant. When there's only 3 of you, you just have to wait your turn. But one of the downsides of that is, everybody had to do everything so that everybody had a chance to do something. So I was, I'll call it unlucky enough to be the 5th member of our bowling team, which qualified for the state tournament twice, and I have yet in my life to bowl over 160. But there are four kids that actually did bowl and were good at it, but you have to have a fifth to make a team. And so I was.
You were like a token guy that they threw on the team to have a team.
I was good enough, in air quotes, to make that team. But one of the lessons that I learned, excuse me, growing up in a school like that is that you have to do things that aren't necessarily what you want to do for the betterment of somebody else or for the betterment of the organization as a whole. And I think that's really what the United Way is about. That the United Way doesn't serve the United Way. The United Way serves their 28 partner agencies. And so they're a really efficient way to make sure that if you don't know the best way to help solve a need in our community, they help match that up. It's, I mean, obviously there's staff costs involved with that, but
I never knew that number before. Exactly 28.
I believe that's right. We haven't added any, right?
Yeah, we have 28 partner
28.
agencies.
Okay.
Can you name all of them right now?
If you give me a minute, probably. I bowled a 7 once.
Oh, good. Congratulations.
That's
Was that with or without the Glancer cushions?
Without.
Okay.
yeah.
7.
A lot of gutter bowls, I would imagine.
So many.
If you'd have just been around in 1998, 99, you could have saved me all kinds of embarrassment. There's nothing quite as embarrassing as showing up and be the only person who has to rent shoes at a bowling state tournament.
Oh my goodness!
and find your own ball because you didn't bring, you're like the 8 that you used to bowl. I'm the one that's looking for like, hey, where are the 9-pounders at? Is there any that aren't pink?
Wow.
That's great.
See, if
That's-
I went
that's
to
a
like
great
Colonial
story.
Lanes, my first thing would be, let's go putt-putt golfing. I would not be the bowling guy, but there's a lot to do there. So
There's
it'd be fun.
pinball machines. Screw
Yeah,
the
they got
bowling.
an arcade and everything. Oh, yeah, that's great.
Oh, yeah. So that's kind of my United Way why is that there's a lot of things that we can do that are good for our community, but we've got to look past what's maybe good for ourselves in the
But you
short
can also
term.
have fun while doing it, and that's the important thing.
Absolutely, and you can wear your own shoes, unlike bowling. You can contribute to the United Way and wear whatever shoes you want.
And I'm sure when you've partnered with the Heartlanders and the United Way together, you probably gave them some game somewhere down the road in the middle of the season somewhere to throw in, right? Right?
We actually
I turned into
we're
the meme there for a minute.
that's I feel like that might be leading me here a little
That's
bit.
a very leading question.
but
So you
no,
tell me I'm foolish.
we've had a really great partnership.
Don't be
for
foolish,
the last,
Tommy.
For the last 3 years with United Way. That last year they did one of our first couple games of the year. The year before they did one of our first couple games of the year as our nonprofit of the game. And so this year, doing it for our opening night on October 17th
What?
is
That's my fake surprise. Like I didn't have this thing emailed to me 5 minutes ago that tells me what's going on.
I hope people are watching the stream because you can definitely tell it in your face that you didn't know that.
Well, the camera's not on me.
Oh, so we have to be on camera.
Yeah,
but
you're
you
the ones
know.
who got to fake the face things. Yeah.
But yeah, we're really excited about that. I mean, it's going to be a great night for us. It's exciting.
You're getting a lot of people there for opening night too. That'd be great.
And hopefully we'll get even more than we would normally see. The Penn State football team plays in Kinnick Stadium the next day, so there's lots of people in Iowa City
Oh, yeah,
that are
for sure.
looking for something to do.
A lot of hotels in that area.
And what a better way to get ready for that game than by coming out to the Heartlanders game and supporting the United Way and something that a couple of the restaurants in the area, so 30 Hop, Tribute, and Iowa Athletic Club, which are great partners of the Iowa Heartlanders and have been for a couple years. They regularly do a sort of a dine out program where you can come in and 15% of the proceeds go back to whatever the organization or cause is, but they never do that on weekends. And they have made a one-time exception for October 17th. Anybody
Nice.
who comes in and shows their Heartlanders ticket will get 15% off of their bill. They won't get 15% off. excuse me.
Before or
Fif-
after the game?
Before or after game, from 3 p.m. until close that night. Everything that gets spent by somebody with a Heartlanders ticket, 15% will come back to the United Way. So it's a really great thing that I can't say the entire Iowa River Landing is bought in on the United Way, but certainly there are some really great partners around that.
Is that just for
key
food
corner.
purposes or beverages as well?
That is food and beverages.
Because I've closed down 30 Hop before, so I know they're open late, and that kitchen ain't open till 2. I'll tell you that.
I can't speak for Emily, but I think she would encourage you to try and beat your personal best on Friday, October 17th. There you go.
Stay out late. It's worth it.
There you go.
That's a Friday night. Why not?
Yeah.
Do we know what time that game is yet? We don't have a time for Penn State yet, do we?
Uh-uh.
Okay, we'll
We
figure
just
it out.
we haven't did we get the Wisconsin?
Yeah, that's a 6 o'clock at night game.
Next week at 6.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
What time is the Heartlanders?
We're going to start at 7 o'clock on Friday, so
There you go.
we'll be done. We'll have our victory wrapped up by 9:30, and you can do whatever you
Nice.
want the rest of the night
There
and
you
be
go.
ready to tailgate regardless of Hawkeye football start time the next day.
Yeah, for
that.
sure.
We're going to be selling Chuck-a-Pucks. That's part of the nonprofit of the night. Is we get to have our team, our volunteers, sell the Chuck-a-Pucks, and then we get to keep those proceeds. And I think we're gonna go for a record. Do you know what the record is, Matt?
The record is 1,600 is the most we've ever sold.
right.
We did that last year at a game.
Okay, we're going for 2,000. Everyone, I'm committing right now.
If you've never
I
been,
love it.
If you've never been, Chuck-a-Puck is a riot. Everybody you buy a puck.
Bag of pucks.
Yeah, or a bag of pucks, and you throw them onto the ice, and you try to hit the center.
Yeah, they have a target there. They
Yeah.
put out like a big unfolding target.
Right.
Now, I used to do that. I used to announce that when I worked hockey in Cedar Rapids, and it was always funny. I'd occasionally have to announce that do not throw them at other people. They would have
They're
to make that
foam.
announcement.
It's fine.
That's what I always thought, but I'm not the one who made the announcement.
If you buy an extra 10 because you want to throw them at your friend, that's fine, right?
Yeah.
It's 2,000. We're committing
That's true.
right
You
now.
can as long as you're buying them, that's all that matters.
At the end of the
money.
day, yeah, the money's going to a good cause. So whether you win a prize or not really doesn't matter to me or the United Way. We just want to make sure that you're having a good time and
Right.
supporting something that's going to make our community better.
And you guys do a great job with the timeouts and all the other things. There's all kinds of activities going on during the game. You got great food vendors there.
And by the way, I don't think I've ever told you this before, but thank you for expanding that press box.
Oh.
There's like that press row. The first year, it was like 3 feet.
Right.
Everybody was kind of squeezed in there. You'd have to like get out to let somebody else in, and they gave it a little more room there now, and it's very
Yeah.
spacious and I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's a great vantage point. We like that very much.
It's not going to help a lot of the other people at the game, but for me personally, I think it's great.
Well, I am glad that you enjoy that, and it's you. You guys are great partners. I don't need to
Well, thank you.
hijack this for Heartlanders
We enjoy it. It's a
stuff,
lot of fun.
But we're just yesterday, getting the agreement that you're going to broadcast 10 of our away games here on KCJJ in the first half of the season is awesome. And one of our big goals at the Heartlanders is to expand our reach and awareness of what we're doing. Which here I'm going to bring it back to what we're actually talking about. Is with the United Way. One of the things about doing Chuck-a-Puck is that not everybody wants to be a part of it, but we offer every nonprofit of the night the ability to go down and actually clean up the Chuck-a-Pucks while they're on the ice, and we talk about what your money that you just spent on Chuck-a-Pucks is going to, what it supports, what you're helping resource, and so that's a really great thing that I think. One of the things that struck me when I started working with the United Way was just how much need actually exists in our community. There was the first community needs assessment in 10 years, 15 years.
The first one from United Way, first really robust one since in over 10 years. And we at United Way, we have a term that we call ALICE, and it stands for Asset Limited, Income Constrained, Employed. So those are basically your people who are working but don't have a financial safety net, really are just kind of one emergency away from a crisis, right? And just kind of having that survival budget. And so in our community, 41% is within that ALICE threshold or below. So that's 2 out of 5 people in our community are really struggling just to meet their basic needs. These budgets don't include vacations or fancy, cell phones or things like that. It's just your basic needs. So that's a big part of our community, and that's who we're working to support through our programming and our partner agencies.
Yeah, and I think it's one thing to say, hey, here's the numbers, but when you think about all the areas that this touches, that it's more expensive to send a kid to daycare for a year than it is to pay in-state tuition to the University of Iowa.
That's
which is
crazy.
mind-boggling.
That's
That
crazy.
if you could find a way to get through the admissions process, it would be cheaper for you to enroll a toddler at the University of Iowa than trying to get to a daycare
And
center.
as somebody does the police reports, there are some toddlers currently attending that university.
But so it's as Emily said, it's not people that are spending recklessly, that are doing poor things or making poor decisions with their money. These are good people that are working hard. That it's costly to live here. The cost of housing is very high compared to other places in the state and around here.
And we've pointed out with the government right now, a lot of the safety nets have been removed.
Yeah,
Helps
absolutely.
needed now more than ever.
Kind of compound some of those things, and so the needs assessment really, which not that everybody is looking for more things to read, but if you go to the United Way of Johnson and Washington County's website, right on the front page, you can download and look at the needs assessment, and quite frankly, it's kind of shocking. Like the places that I go and drive around and what I see does not reflect what's actually happening in our community.
Is that available for viewing? Like, can you go to a website and look at that needs assessment?
United Way of Johnson Washington County, it's literally on the front
right on the
page.
front
I
page?
looked at
Okay,
the this morning.
We talk about that all the time. When you go through these nice neighborhoods, but you don't really know how they, just because you have a nice house and a nice car doesn't mean that you're not struggling to make ends meet. And it could be a medical emergency, or price of groceries are up. Your
Car
rent
could
goes
break
up.
down, yeah.
Your insurance rates go up. It's all kinds of different things that keep you're just kind of hanging on the edge a little bit. Hoping that stuff doesn't happen, and when it does, it can be devastating to families.
Yeah, and that's why these safety net programs are so important to keep people from dipping below, even that survival budget into poverty. We need these programs to help people lift people up, right, out of that and into a little more stability.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming in. And
Did we plug the power of the purse yet?
Oh,
I see. You got to get it in there.
power of the purse.
Oh, that's right. You don't have the actual rundown.
I don't.
I do.
So Power of the Purse is our biggest fundraiser of the year. I think it's the 17th year we've done it. And the title comes from the idea that Congress has the power of the purse, right?
Right.
And then what can you do to enact change with that money? So in that vein, it's a purse fundraiser that we do every year. It's an auction. People can bid either in person, or there's online tickets you can buy as well. It's coming up October 23rd at the Bella Sala Event Center in Tiffin. And we've got a big goal this year, $50,000. That's more than we've ever raised, but I think we can do it. We have a great team working on it. People, if you want to attend, if you want to donate a handbag or a purse, we also have other items that we auction. So it's not just purses. It is a friendly event to everybody. It's a lot of fun.
All right.
How do people get tickets? Just go to your website?
Go to our website. Yes, United.
And it's October 23rd at Bella Sala Event Center in Tiffin. And I'm just reading what I'm told to say here.
Yeah, and I'm just reading what you emailed me about 20 minutes ago.
I don't know what a new Louis Vuitton bag is, but apparently you can get one of those there.
You don't know what a new Louis Vuitton bag is.
I know, again,
It's
similar.
a bag that's by Louis Vuitton.
And it's new.
And it's not old.
You know what? I really love this. This reminds me when somebody's like, "Hey, what's the name of that book? It's got a mouse. He's a great detective." And it's, okay, that's nice. Well played. An ultimate fan package for Hawkeye basketball and football. 18 bottles of wine and over 100 purses and auction baskets. So
18 bottles of wine, Suitor.
So whatever it
about
is
that.
whatever it is you're interested in, there's a lot of great things that you can bring home while you're supporting something that's going to a great cause.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you, guys.
Well, thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thanks always for having us. And October 17th, come out, dual purpose here, Heartlanders and the United Way.
And go to the United Way of Johnson and Washington County's website and find out more details. And if you got the wherewithal, make a donation. It all goes to a great cause.